Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a tour of Sunnyside stables, the most recent build I've done in Minecraft. This stable was kind of based off of like a tutorial for a little flower build that I saw on YouTube Shorts, but I can't find the original video, so that's where I got the idea for the tulip shape that I have in my barn. Let's get started. I'll show you guys the property. Okay, just a fair warning, this is not a huge stable. It's pretty small, honestly. It's not like the largest build ever, but here's what I mean by the flower design. So the whole concept is based off of this like hanging vine flower. So see like the white parts are the petals, and then I put like yellow glass panes in the center as whatever that part of the flower is called, the center of the flower. And then I use these like green planks to outline the barn and then covered them in these oak leaf trapdoors. So that's how I did that. And then the roof is pink. Here's an overview of how the barn looks. So it's very colorful, more unrealistic of a barn, but here's an overview of what the property looks like. So it is a 4-horse barn, and here's what the whole build looks like. It is not symmetrical. Here's what the back looks like. I built a little trail. So the stalls, as you can see, are all to the left, and then the right is for various office slash tack room purposes. So it's kind of an off-center barn. I wanted to do something a little bit different because, I don't know, I always try to like come up with a creative new way to build my barns. I mean, they're not that creative, but just like to have a different outline. Okay, so when you come into the barn, it's an open concept from the front, but this is the only entrance for people. Horses can only go through the side. So first thing is there's a shoe rack where you can keep your stable boots and put away your nice shoes. And then there's also a coat rack where you can hang up your coat, your scarf, whatever, especially when it's cold in the winter, and just little decorations for the little stations. That rhymed. And then when you come here, it says welcome to Sunnyside Stables. There's cute little lanterns and little decor. I just wanted it to feel warm and inviting. And then if you go over to this side, there you have the exercise schedule bulletin board, and then a feed schedule for the horses. Now there's only 4 horses, so it's not that complicated. We will definitely go in here later, the feed room slash the kitchen, and then if you keep going through, there's a lot going on through this door. And then up this ladder is the hayloft and the lounge. I'll show you guys that definitely in a bit. Okay, let's start with the horses. So, oh my gosh, one of my horses is having the time of his life. So here's what the horse stalls look like. I loved the stained glass pattern, and I carried it over from the front of the barn. It just has these like white lattice checkered designs, and then I brought in the flower design to each stall. If you go inside the stall, oh, I need to clean up. Each horse has some fresh alfalfa in their stall, and then like some little decorations, a lamp and a plant, and then these flower wall shelves that are cute, just little plant decorations, and then a hanging hay net and some shelves to keep supplies and whatnot, and then a grain bin. It's very high up. I don't know why, just for funsies. And then water. The grain on the version of Minecraft I'm using right now is like broken anyways in Minecraft, so I'm not able to use the grain bins, so they're just for looks, and they're too high for the horse and for myself. I just noticed. I'll have to fix that later. I also just noticed that I didn't finish something, so I like put the grates down over here, but I didn't put them into the floor, so just pretend that it's done. I'll fix that later, and I'll fix the grain bins. This is a realistic barn tour. My barn isn't perfect. There are room for improvement. Oh, and I did name all my horses after different kinds of plant milks. I don't know why. So this is cashew, and then over here we have Soy's stable. Soy is like a steel gray, very cute. Oh, I'm getting trapped inside my stable. Then we have Pistachio. Pistachio is coming over to say hi. Hello, Pistachio. And we also have Oat. Oat is just chilling. And as you can see, each horse has color coordinated little halters and blankets and travel boots, just because I thought they looked cute. So each has their own color, which coordinates with their feed buckets and tack boxes, which is so cute. Then this is the entrance over to like the trails in the side of the barn. I will take you guys through here later. It is gated off so that horses can't just like leave the property, and if they leave this way it's a dead end, so not a big deal. Okay, these are the washing bays. So we have washing bay number 1 then inside the washing bay is just obviously a graded floor so water can get through. Shelves with like different products for cleaning your horse, and then more shelf space. A shower head that is disconnectable so you can move it around to wash your horse. You can tie your horse up like this on the cross ties, and then of course you need a grooming box. Yeah, so there's one washing bay and then another washing bay, just in case I am riding with friends and want them to use one of my horses. And I can show you guys how this works realistically. So we're gonna grab Oat, is on a lead. We're gonna take Oat over to washing bay number 1. Okay, and then we'll just put, I think these are like the short English things. Cool, she's in the cross ties. Okay, and then you can just wash her as needed. I'm just gonna leave Oat here for a second because we'll just pretend I'm gonna wash her later. We'll close this. And then through here is the feed room / kitchen. So it's for feeding horses and humans. Okay, so in here we have a very organized cabinet system with the feed grain bins to bring feed to the horses when they're being fed, and it's color coordinated so they don't get mixed up. And here we have feed. I think that this is the rose feed, and then these 2 grain bins are full of sweet feed. Then there's a little place to obviously sit and enjoy a delicious cherry pie. And then over there you can see the kitchen has microwave, fridge, cabinets for extra storage space, and a sink, which is really nice because you can just, before you leave, come in here and wash your hands if you were working with the horses. And usually there's some kind of baked sweet treat in here as well. And then in here is the tack room. There is actually a lot of storage in this barn because I sacrificed number of horses for storage, which is fine because the only horses at this barn are mine. Each horse has a variety of different types of saddles that belong to them, and then each tack box for each horse with all of their tack that matches the color that is assigned to them. And then more storage space. Here are their matching halters that go with them. And then if you come up here, there is more extra storage space, oh my gosh, for literally everything that we have at the barn. So we have extra like herbs and things for the horses that are still being unboxed from a shipment that arrived, medications and supplements. And then over here there's like just different projects and paperwork, lots of storage space. Okay, and then my cat. The cat doesn't have a name. We could call it Sunnyside Up. Just kidding. And then outside there's just like cherry blossoms, which is super cute. I thought it goes with the floral theme. I'm just gonna leave these doors open. And then up here is the loft, which I wanted to be like a fun, like the saddle club or something as a kid, and they're like the room where they all hang out and they have like sleepovers at their barn. I think I wanted it to be this vibe. So we have some cozy, cute little couches with some books. There's also a record player if you want to listen to music, and a broom because it is also a hayloft. There's a lantern on top of the hay because I feel like in every good horse movie somebody leaves a lantern on the hay and it catches on fire. Just kidding. That's a total joke. That's not gonna happen here. This is a lantern just for show. It's not on. Okay, then we over here have a computer for various work purposes, a pitchfork because we can fork some hay down when we need it to feed the horses. I swear I'm gonna fix this flooring thing. I swear it's gonna be fixed. Don't even judge me. Okay, we're gonna go out. Actually, I'll take you guys out the front. So this is the front of the barn where we were earlier. There's a little path to get around to the side of the barn, which is where the access to the trails begins. But you can kind of see the horses in through the walls. Oops, look at me just pressing buttons. Okay, this says access to trails ahead, so we can go in through this gate. Make sure to close it. And it's purposely low because horses are not permitted beyond this point. That's not a horse access area. You can open these gates and let horses out through that way, but there's like 3 different gates. And then this sign says follow the path to the trailhead. So I'll show you guys the path to the trailhead, which also shows the back of the barn. So we just follow this cute wooded path. And then this is where the entrance to the trail is. And the trail is just heavily wooded cherry blossom forest. So it's not really, there's not like a specific trail for that. It's just kind of free roam. And then this side of the barn, I'm considering adding at some point like a chicken coop or something because it is called Sunnyside Farm or Sunnyside Stables. So I wanted to incorporate like some sort of chicken coop. There's obviously a few things I need to fix on this barn, such as the grates on the floor. I need to build those into the floor, and then obviously clean up after my horses and their stalls. They're pretty messy, but other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this barn tour of Sunnyside Stables. Let me know, what kind of barn would you like to see next? What was your favorite part? What would you like to see added to the stables? I would love to know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm on thin ice, you'd never guess. I've been hiding a monster.